Greetings, beloved. Welcome to Moonkiss Exchange. It's J Moia. How are you, goddess? We're gonna call you Maria. And look what card just came out. Fun fact, my mother's name is Marie and she was born in November. High five, sis. So, Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. Love yourself always and every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. You've been going through a lot of death, rebirth situations, death, rebirth, transformations, death, rebirths. And somehow you're still here, sis, because you got a purpose. You're someone, you like knowledge. You love self-knowledge. And you love self-empowerment. You love self-respect. You don't tolerate bullshit from nobody. It's like all your life, you like, J Moia, I had to fight. I know, baby, I had to fight. Jay, I had to fight for love. I know, baby, because you're the goddess of love. You're the goddess of perfection. So you're somebody, you critique yourself, you doubt yourself, you like everything to be point blank, picture perfect. Period. You want the love that you give back in return, but you're like, Jay, I be getting the short end of the stick, but I don't look like it. You look like you all that in a bag of organic blissful chips, but you don't feel good on the inside, but you look damn good on the outside. It's time to start loving yourself from within. It's like you're so angry on the inside sometimes because things are not happening the way you want it to, at the time that you want it to. But then sometimes when you're calm, things happen exactly how you want it to, when you want it to. So it's not a matter of, I'm a victim. It's a matter of, I'm a warrior. Because I done died to a whole bunch of situations that was less than what I deserve. And with my blood, sweat, and tears, still I rise. Let's get it, sis. Welcome to Moonkiss Exchange. It's your girl, J Moia. Thank you for booking us. Love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. You already know what them snakes look like because you know what they feel like. You're very intuitive. You're right for the most part, even when you don't even speak. Your intuition is popping, sis. Let me know if you would like this reading to be private or public. But do share, aha, Jay, this the story of my life. Let's get it. Okay, spirits. What goddess wants to speak to Tiv? That was the Mother Mary Magdalene again. So there's like a lot of love, a lot of things happen for you and people be hating on you and they can't stop you. They can't stop you because you're passionate about everything that you do. Everything that you do, you give it your all. You feel me? You don't come to the party, you show up to the party. You might be late all the damn time, but baby, you be like, Yes, I'm the life of the party, but spirit said, baby, you've been traveling a lot, and right now it's time for you to just sit pretty, sit quiet. It's time for you to meditate. It's time for you to slow the things down in your head because you be thinking about so much stuff. Baby, it's time for you to get away from the past because the past is keeping your now in stagnation. Okay, because a lot of blissful things that is aligned in this time right now for you, to enlighten you, to uplift you, you're focused on the past and what happened in the past that made you not feel good. Let me let you understand something, beloved, because you're so powerful, because you have a high calling on your life and a purposeful life, the divine energy in you, your essence, your everything, your entirety. You're a magnet ever shooting, whatever you focus on, you're shooting that energy there, and guess what, it is being reflected right back. It is being reflected back to you. It is being reflected back to you, beloved, because 1221, you are the universe. The universe is part of you. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. So when we perceive our human experience to, focus on the feeling of the experience being, so bad, we then reflect and a magnetic attraction to mirror back that feeling that doesn't feel good. This is where you need to quiet your mind so that you can, quiet the chatterbox and cut out all the voices that are not yours. For every voice that has said something to drain you, to hurt you, it's not your thought. So let's replace these thoughts with positive thoughts that feel good. Although you don't feel good right now, you're subconsciously, programming your mind. I feel good. I feel great. I am abundant. I am happy. I am, joyful about my job. I am in a joyful relationship. I am happy. Attract that to you instead of, I don't feel good. And as soon as I get away from all these people, I can stop this fake smile because I'm not smiling on the inside. Well, it's time to quiet your mind so that you can communicate with thyself, so that you can take the actions to smile on the inside. You're thinking about money. You're thinking about ideas. You're thinking about, oh my gosh, this is going to help me help my family. This is going to help me do this. Baby, it's just time for you to fund yourself. It's just time for you to focus on yourself. It's time for you to shine. It's time for you to break out of, working so much for people. And it's time for you to work for yourself. You are so gifted, and you really, really have been hurt when it comes to like relationships, right? We're talking about true love right here. The romantic, feelings stirring in your heart, have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. You are expanding your business. You are an entrepreneur. You're an empress. So, you know what it's like to be a mother. You know what it's like to mother yourself. You know what it's like to love yourself. Been there, done that. But now more than ever, it's time to love yourself so much. And you've been loving yourself so much. That's something that you've been focused on. That's positive now. The universe is now delivering it to you. You've done so much work to uplift yourself from I don't feel good, to no, I'm taking actions to do what I gotta do and secure the bag by any means necessary, because that makes me feel good. It does. Now is the time for you to purify yourself. If you live by a beach, go to the beach, cleanse yourself, and let the water wash away all your pain and suffering. Let the water take everything away from you. Let Yemanja transmute that pain for you. Yemanja is an African Orisha. She is, the mother of the sea. If you want to break her name down, I don't know your background. Yemanja is the Azuli Dantor. You feel me? And that is a strong hold, if you allow it, on women who do not emotionally express themselves. You understand? Don't block your throat chakra. Speak your truth, beloved. And there is so much abundance out here for you. You understand? I bet you be like feeling and having visions of like, one day I'm like a mermaid or something like that. You love things like that. You love seashells. You love the water. You love, beauty. You love beauty. You love beauty in nature. You love beauty in the home. You love beauty in its entirety. You love richness in its entirety. Knowledge is rich to you. Nature is rich to you. Traveling is rich to you. That's where you feel your abundance. Think of those things when the thoughts come in to want you to focus on what happened in the past that's hurting you right now, when you have so much out here. So much out here. Now, if you don't have the beach, go to the dollar store, get some Epsom salt, you feel me? And you're going to take a spiritual bath. You're going to manipulate the water, to do something for you. Water has memory. When you talk to the water, you pray to the water, before you drink it, before you get into it, you receive the blissful blessings. There's nothing new under the sun. You charge that water with love and then absorb it into your body with love. Epsom salt, you want to get fancy, put some flowers in there, roses in there, whatever you want. Basil, dress it up. Brown sugar, add some crystals in there. It's your bath. Manipulate it how you want on purpose. It's time for a cleansing, detoxification of your mind and your body. It's time to eat better, and it's time to drink more water, and it's time for you to get some sleep, and it's time for you to go outside. You're somebody that likes to work a lot. It's time for you to make time for yourself by taking yourself out in nature. Taking yourself out just to sit quiet and just meditate. Let the sun kiss you. Let the moon kiss you. It's time for you to just stop trying to save everybody else. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air, beloved. And let's talk about your creativity, because it's popping. Express yourself through creative activities. Okay? There's a lot of abundance in that, because that's how you transmute the pain into positivity, by replacing it with divine light. When you move in lightness, that's raising the vibrations, that's raising your energy. And money is energy, love is energy. So when you keep yourself at a happy place and you find something creative to do, that is a form of meditation. That is a form of sitting with yourself and discovering yourself through creating whatever you're inspired to create, whatever your hands are moved to create, whatever your hands are moved to write, whatever your hands are moved to do. It will make you feel good. And when you feel good, you look good. And when you look good, you feel good. And then it's contagious. Now you start to raise the vibrations of others around you. Now, realize and become aware how others around you are affected when you don't feel good, because you're crazy sometimes. Sometimes you get in your head so much that you believe it, and then you start talking. Nobody knows that, do they? Because your appearance is elite, picture perfect, but it's broken on the inside. Family issues, you're not getting the credit you deserve. Relationship issues, you're not getting the love you deserve. Receptivity, it's not equal, it's not fair. Guardian, you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. You decided church is not for me. You decided that with all the knowledge that is out here, I'm not going to allow me, holding on to religious factors. I want to expand. I want to, travel. I want to learn about different cultures. I want to find who I am. I want to learn. I want to explore. It's my soul's urge to explore love in its entirety. I love expensive shit. I deserve luxury. I deserve what is equal to the love that is dwelling in me. It's your birthright, baby. Don't feel guilty about it. Be bold. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. Don't give two fucks, sis. Not one. Don't give two fucks what nobody have to say. You didn't come here to please people. You came here to flow. Okay, here we go. Affirmation, beloved. I go with the I go with the flow. All things have their time of birth, growth, fullness, and transformation. Fear of life cycles can lead to depression and escapist behavior. Be aware of your own cycles and learn to recognize what causes you to react unconsciously. Think about it, sis. What causes you to want to run away? What causes you to react unconsciously where you do something and you're like, damn, man, why did I do that? You weren't thinking, right? You were paying more attention to your emotions and you weren't using logic, right? You pray for extravagant change because you always like to do it big. You're not somebody that do little things. Is you gonna show up and show the fuck up, or you ain't gonna show up at all. So there is big change happening in your life right now because you prayed and took action towards big things, sis. You love being comfortable and you don't really like change, but you're pushing through change that your bloodline never believed in. Working by yourself, like working for yourself. You're breaking out of that cycle, 9 to 5 till you drop. You say, no, I'm not going 9 to 5 till I drop. I'm going to work, and I'm going to find a way to work for me so that I can leave something for the one that came from me. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. Okay? Take them risks and be daring. Let's pull some tarot, baby. This is where it gets really juicy. Bye-bye. Thank you for my goddess. Yes, she's a high priestess. She is my mirror reflection, and she a go-getter. Your intuition is popping. Receptivity, you keep it Gucci all by your goddamn self. Get it? You balance everything all by your goddamn self. Get it? Get it, beloved. Get it? With the pentacles, you are always focused on expanding and branding and building your company. You must have a business or two, because right now you're just focusing and, saving money and taking that money and making it more money. You're focusing on what you can gain from knowledge. You're focusing on what you can gain from, investing. You're focused on what you can gain. It's like everything you do, you make sure that there's a return in it. Like if you swiping your credit card, you're like, there's got to be something in there for me. So, as the high priestess, baby, let's talk about this divine feminine. So, the magician is, the balance for the high priestess. So, you love powerful men. You love men that look good. Everything about you got to be on point, down to the man that holds your hand. You're a perfectionist because you the high priestess. It don't get no better than the high priestess. What? It don't get no better than that. You're mystical. You're a mystery, and while the magician, the priest, has like physical magical tools, you as the priestess, you possess the inner. You understand? The inner magical tools. That's why you must rebuild yourself and strengthen yourself from the inside to build your empire. The woman has to tap from deep within. She has to feel good because she has to ground her emotions. Remember, your cycles revolve around the moon. So we don't feel good on purpose, and that's not our fault. But we have the power because all is mental. You are a psychic healer who knows, the great mysteries of women, and the mysteries of birth, the mysteries of life, the mysteries of death, because you come from a place of feeling. You don't need to read something verbatim. You move with your feelings, and you're always right for the most part. The high priestess embodies wisdom, serene knowledge, intuitive judgment, and common sense. With this card, beloved, it indicates strong destiny. Your affairs are safely in the lap of the goddess, the mother. You are empowered to open yourself to your feminine, receptive nature. Record your dreams, beloved. Go to the dollar store, get you a blue pen, get you a little diary or something, and start the journal. Write, your dreams, what you can remember, and flow with the sensitivity and the wisdom of your intuition. This is an opportunity for you to listen to and to trust the inner voice deep within you. You are safe. Now, let's talk about the 7 of Pentacles. I love the number 7. 7 is the most spiritual number. 7 is the energy that allows us to think and pray and manifest things. 7 is, the energy they call Jesus Christ. 7 is the energy that is Isis, that is Osiris, that is the end, that is the beginning. 7 is Oya, the Holy Spirit. 7 is what we cannot see, but we can feel. That's 7. Coming from a place of knowing from within, your intuition, that's 7. 7 of Pentacles, beloved. The number 7 is a number of questioning, a number of seeking, a number of wondering. You see, it's you leaning towards your garden that you've been, doing all the work, taking all the weeds out, making sure these little critters don't come in to eat this and stuff. Yet, you're not realizing how much you've done. You're not certain of the harvest that you're going to get. You've done so much work already, beloved. You've accomplished so much already, and yet there is still steady growth. Don't burden yourself with the thoughts. Just continue to do the work. You are a hard worker. You have that Taurus energy where you work for what you want. But then sometimes you just, you don't really work so hard at keeping friendship. Because it's like, you just don't do people. You don't do people. So it's like, although you accomplish so much, you always feel like you fail. And this is something that, Tauruses are hard to change. They work so hard, but they don't like rejection. They don't like to get hurt, so they rather do bad all by themselves. But it's time to come together within yourself so that you could connect with others. Projects and endeavors are not yet manifested. There is still work to do. And because of Saturn and Taurus, hard work is necessary to evolve out this present scarcity that you perceive to be having right now. It's like you experience some delay. And you're just feeling like, the outcome is not guaranteed, baby. You got to get the momentum going. And you have to believe. And you have to keep taking action in that direction. And then the universe is going to it's going to be a phenomenal thing happening around you. Like, it's happening in 3D right before your eyes. Because you had the faith of a mustard seed. You're just building and building and building. And baby, steady growth, discipline, and focus will get your goal so much more into focus, within reach, and within your grasp. All right. What else are we talking about today, beloved? You're in deep meditation, deep healing about maybe a broken relationship or a broken marriage. The Hierophant, somebody that was like an authoritative figure, sort of say, in your life, like a dominant male energy. You've been thinking about a lot of things and reflecting about a lot of things. This man here, he's not dead. You know, back in the days, many, many, many moons ago, beloved. Here's a story time. Many, many moons ago, when the soldiers went out to war, and you know, back then they didn't have that postpartum stuff. They didn't have medicine for all that stuff. They subconsciously, you know, tricked their mind and body into believing. So when they went to war and, you know, they didn't die and they were able to come back, before they could come back to their family, they were put like in a coffin, put like in a, you know, like they did. And they had to stay there for a night or however many nights, but they had to stay there because what if they didn't have a chance to see the sunrise the next day? What if they didn't have a chance to be alive, to see their family again? So before they can get to their family, they put them in this, you know, in the coffin so that they can reflect, so that they can think, so that they can be grateful. All we need to be grateful for is the air that we breathe and the ability to take action with the thoughts that we are so fortunate to think about. We have the conscious decision to focus on negativity or to focus on positivity. Now, I'm pretty sure you don't want to be put in a coffin to think positive thoughts. But just think about that, sis. Just think about that. Just think about that. So, the fairies want to talk to you. I feel like, you know, tickle yourself or something like that whenever you feel you're really like in your feelings. Tickle yourself, beloved. Kindness. It's time for you to show yourself more love. It's time for you to be more kind to yourself because you judge yourself so bad. Beloved, you just don't see how special you are. You just don't see how unique you are. And you just don't see how much everybody look up to you. Even the ones that come at you wrong, they're just inspired by you, but they don't want to give you the credit. That's all. That's all, baby. They just don't want to give you the credit, but guess what? You look yourself in the mirror every day and you give yourself the credit. You all that. You all that. Okay? Family harmony. This is all you focus on. As life unfolded right before your eyes, you focus on family and harmony, and with that love, you push through all the toxic negative energy that was like shot your way. You broke free from it like easily. It's like they're like, I don't know how she always bounced back into her. It's because I'm Maria. All right, Tiff, you got that. You're strong. But you be thinking positive, you be thinking negative. You have to practice having positive expectations about things. I know it's scary, and I know a lot of things been changing for you, but it's time for you to change everything with your mind. You have to move first in spirit before you can do anything physical, before you can build, you know, and continue to expand your dream of, you know, what you perceive your entrepreneurship journey to be like. You must first move in spirit. You must do the self-work. You must take the spiritual bath because you're somebody, you're so compassionate that you absorb so much negativity because you're like walking death. You feel me? You shed your skin all the time. So it's like Scorpio's always changing. And if anybody know a Scorpio, they're never the same person that you knew 5 years ago, they change, and they change. And every time they change, they get better. They look better. They move better. And guess what? The money, gets better and better and better. But baby, one thing about Scorpios are, you got to do your best not to sting yourself. And they do their best not to ever, sting other people. So every time, you don't speak up for yourself, you sting in yourself. Every time you're not checking yourself, you sting in yourself. Every time you let somebody get away with something, you sting in yourself. I'm not saying you got to offer to everybody's head, but it's time to stand up for yourself. Visualization, meditation is key for you right here, right now, right now, right now. You got to actually sit there, sis, and meditate. You a busybody. You like to go, go, go. It's time for you to sit down. Sit pretty. You don't got to do that. Assume that position like they be crossing their legs, and baby, my bones ain't set up for that. Sit on a chair. Lay down. Don't fall asleep. You're practicing. You have to strengthen your mind, beloved, because your mind shifts you in and out of time. You don't really perceive nothing to be real or not. That's the subconscious mind. It just goes on the feeling. So if you can somehow keep the feeling happy, even though you don't feel good, just try to force it to feel happy. Play music that's going to make you feel happy. Twerking is healing, baby. Play positive things. Find laughter. Laughter is medicine. And then focus, visualize, meditate on what you want your business to do. You're doing that with your eyes closed now. And then when you get up, you take action towards what you was meditating about, and you don't doubt it. And you expect positivity, because when you were meditating about it, you were feeling good about it. When you get up and take action towards it, walk it out. Runway walk to success with Jay Moya. All is mental. Inner power. This is going to help you strengthen and build the inner power. And it's going to help stimulate parts of your brain, beloved. If you're somebody that, do candle magic, your candle magic under the crescent moon is very powerful. And if you're not doing candle magic, just meditate under this crescent moon, okay? Meditate under the crescent moon and focus on letting go of all the things that you feel and know is blocking you. Just let it go. Environmental awareness. Start to be aware of what is the triggers that makes you not feel good. When you're around certain people, when you eat certain foods, be aware of what makes you not feel good, beloved. And it's time for you to eat better. Less meat. No meat. More fruits, more vegetables, sis. I'm working on it myself. Drinking more water. Adding lemon to your water. Drinking warm lemon water in the morning. Start making you some smoothies, baby. Take them things to go, baby. Start oiling your skin, Start keeping yourself free, just start to love on you. Do what you need to do to free you and uplift you. No more stress, no more crying. No more going out your way for somebody that don't deserve you. It's time to put you together again. And it's a lot of spiritual work. It's a lot of trauma. It's a lot of hurt. Breathe, beloved. Release, let it go. Breathe, beloved. Breathe, let it go. Find the blessings in your current situation. Balance career and home life. And this is Isis. And that's just so awesome that Isis is here, because I pulled an Isis Oracle card for you. Balance career and home life. That's what you're focused on. But you have to give yourself the self-love, because that's what your inner being is focused on. So the card I pulled for you is the Miracle of Isis, miraculous healing of the goddess. So with the oracle cards, I pull the card and I read for you verbatim, okay? So you'll get like an incantation to go ahead with that, okay? All right, sis, here we go. Miracle of Isis. So sit pretty. Let me read for you. And let's get both of them. You came out here to save the divine masculine. You brought the angel out of a devil, didn't you? Miraculous healing of the goddess. Isis was known as a talented practitioner of the healing arts and was capable of miraculous healings. For you, beloved, she offers a miracle healing. No matter how much you have struggled with a particular matter, no matter how impossible it may seem to imagine your life without this old wound, addiction, problem, relationship issue, or inner struggle being a part of it, you are guided now to take the steps to accept the possibility of miraculous healing, to let go and let the goddess be. It's time to let go and let God. It's time to let go and let spirit. It's time to let go of all your control, for you have no control. Life is our teacher and it's our experience, but you have the conscious decision to tune into what is going to either hurt you or uplift you. The Lady Isis wishes to lift a load that has come, to the awareness. It's become too heavy for you to heal your own, beloved, okay? It's too much for you, so now you got spiritual help. It was too much, like Shailalu, heavy. She cannot take something away from you if you are not willing to release it to her, okay? Release for healing means trust. Let go of attachment to outcome and how the outcome might be achieved, and open to the divine genius of healing that seeks to express the perfection of the divine love through you now. So let go of how it's gonna happen and just allow it to happen. To hand something over for healing, especially when it has been a long-term or persistent difficulty, or simply seems to be great or overwhelming to be healed, takes a radical change of mind and heart. So it's gonna be hard. You got to use your mind focus. You got to use your heart. You got to use the passion. You got to use why you're doing this, who you're doing it for. If it's for your children, it's for yourself. You have to use all of that to break away from keeping your heart so closed. It's time to open it. It's time to heal from whatever happened from the past. It's time to release it. It's time to let it go. Okay? Ideally, you use a flower for this exercise. This is like more ritual incantation reading over here. Ideally, you use a flower for exercise, but you can also use a small crystal or sacred object in its place, something that means something to you, such as a stone, small dish, of sand or anything that you're willing to release completely after the ritual is completed. Sit quietly and gaze at your object of choice. Say the loving miracle healing of Isis. Just as this flower, or whatever the object is subject to creation and destruction, life and death, so too can the pain that has plagued me finally rest in peace in the loving embrace of the goddess. Hold your left hand over your heart and your right hand over your sacred object of choice, so the flower or whatever it was, and say, I give deep honoring and gratitude for the sacrifice of this beloved sacred flower or object, and I now release the pain, the issue, and any attachment to it consciously or unconsciously, and I release it into the sacred receptacle now. Just release it to the divine. Breathe in. As you breathe in and out, allow any pain, allow any attachment or any suffering to flow with your exhale from your heart. Okay? Release it from your heart and release it out of your right hand and be transferred into the sacred object. Okay, so with your left hand, keep the left hand over the heart and say, I call upon the loving healing, and the loving miracle healing of Isis. So you're holding, the object with the right hand, and put your hand over your left hand. All right, put your left hand over your heart, hold whatever the object is in your right hand. You could probably do this with something that you are holding on to, because you're somebody that like to hold on to things, old letters, old messages. Get them all in your hand, and it's time to release them. Gifts, that you were holding on to. It's time to release these things. It's time to release them, okay? So with your left hand over the heart, right hand holding the object. I call upon the loving miracle healing of Isis. Just as this flower object is subject to creation and destruction, life and death, so too can the pain that has plagued me finally rest in peace in the loving embrace of the goddess. Okay, hold your left hand over your heart and your right hand over the object. Now it's like you're praying, hand over the object like this. Okay, I give deep honoring and gratitude for the sacrifice of this beloved sacred flower or sacred object that you have your hand over, okay? And now release the pain, the issue, any attachment to it, conscious or unconscious, unto this sacred receptacle now. And believe in it. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, allow any pain, attachment, or suffering to flow from your heart out of your right hand and be transferred into the object. All right? Say aloud, beloved Isis, miracle healer and priestess of the healing arts, take this suffering from me now. I surrender it to you to heal. Let me find the wisdom and the peace, the resolution that is meant to come from the dark blessing. May the darkness be turned to light with karmic grace and unconditional love. So be it. Thank you for your assistance, beloved. I open to your miracle healing completely. Withdraw your hands into prayer position and gently bow before your object before taking it and placing it somewhere in a garden or a natural setting where it will be disrupt. Okay, so it will not be disturbed. So put it somewhere where nothing can get to it. Okay, it is recommended that you tuck it into the earth or place it where it is not likely to be picked up by any curious wanders by. You can then finish your ritual with the incantation below. Okay? So here's the incantation. Love and light, peace and power, miracle healing descends this hour. The wings of Isis, drenched with feeling, nothing escapes her miracle healing. Surrounded to her from my heart so true, which is now exactly what I choose to do. Gratitude to Isis for the miracle coming to me. Her love and grace now set me free. Love and light, peace and power, miracle healing descends this hour. The wings of Isis drench with feeling, nothing escapes her miracle healing. Surrendered to her from my heart so true, which is now exactly what I choose to do. Gratitude to Isis for the miracle coming to me. Her love and grace now set me free. Ooh, beautiful message from Lady Isis. And now we're going to talk about your life path number being an 8. You are a powerhouse, okay, beloved? You are here to develop abundance, how to sit pretty with money, how to, allow the money to give you the freedom, power and satisfaction that comes, from the success in the material world with all the hard work that you do with your creativity. Okay? Your life has not been easy, but it was the way it was to give you the strength and the courage so that you could step forward so boldly and take so many risks. You have a journey with money, you have a journey with power, you have a journey with authority, okay? You love fabulous things, okay? So that demands a great deal of discipline, wisdom, and fortitude, okay? You are testing the grounds still. You're still exploring with how much you can contribute. You're still concerned, and you're still developing, and you're adding to your personal power. Okay, you'll often experience these thoughts from childhood because life has not been easy for you. This is where you need to practice the discipline to build the stamina to recreate the past in your mind, because your subconscious mind doesn't know past, present, or future. It just knows how you're feeling right now. And if you're feeling bad right now, all you're gonna do is manifest something that doesn't feel good right back to you. Okay, so you're somebody who always seek a connection with things, all things. You connect with things spiritually. You connect with things through feeling. Okay, you focus on your higher purpose all the time, and it keeps you out of trouble most of the freaking time. Okay, you do find it hard to forgive others because you're like so fixed. You hurt me once, you're done, because you evolved. It's like you don't have time to waste, and certain people, places, things don't deserve a second chance. So you surround yourself with the things that you want. You surround yourself with the luxury and the freedom that you want. You surround yourself with spirituality, and play some Lord Ganesh. Go on YouTube and play Ganesh mantras. He's the removal of obstacles, that known and unknown negativity. Do that, and Ganesh does help with finances and all that. Okay, like, yes, remove all the negativity with spirit. Move through spirit. Stay prayed up, stay meditated, keep your mind quiet, and you're going to start to focus your thoughts more on things that's going to help you fulfill your life's purpose and help you, feel emotional fulfillment. Always let all your steps guide you from a place of love. Okay, anything that makes your spirit feel too heavy, too violent, too angry, too frisky, don't take that path. Make the conscious decision to always take the path that feels good. Remember, because when you feel good, you look good. And when you look good, you feel good. It's Jay Moya, and this is Moonkiss Exchange. Remember, whatever you are thinking about that has to do with money, Ganesh said yes. So you're thinking about money because you're balancing career and your home life. Allow the blueprint from within, the light from within, the goddess from within help you. Trust in it, believe in it, and baby, everything is Gucci because you're sitting pretty on purpose, meditating, attracting, using the law of attraction for you and not against you. Whatever you think about that makes you feel good, then you can build, and get you a chair, and sit pretty on purpose always. Love you to the moon and back. It's J Maria, and this is Moon Kiss Exchange. Peace, Maria.